Hey guys, it's Matt. All you need to do is go to Google and type in Tesla's vandalized, and you get page after page now of incidences. Because of Elon Musk's close association with Trump, people are going wild on the left. The Karens, the Antifa people, the hardcore leftist. It just goes page after page. Hopefully it's peaked, but who knows how long the Not Milk is going to carry this out. At least 5 Tesla vandalism incidences reported in NYC last 12 hours. Tesla vandalism caught on camera in Minnesota. Las Vegas police says Tesla vandalism suspect has blah, blah, blah. 1 day ago, Tesla Cybertruck vandalized with Nazi symbol in New York City. 9 hours ago, Tesla Cybertruck vandals caught on video scrawling Nazis and swastikas. NYPD investigates vandalism on Tesla in Brooklyn as attacks grow nationwide. Tesla Cybertruck vandalized 18 hours ago. Tesla Cybertruck, those Cybertruck owners, those poor saps that bought that big piece of shit are getting it worse than anybody. Aren't they? Really roll down the window. You're attacking your own people. I just want green, man. I just want to save the environment. Woman faces felony for Tesla bubblegum vandalism. A felony for bubblegum vandalism? Violent attacks on Tesla dealership. Oh yeah, okay. They've shot into Tesla dealerships. They're torching the charging stations, cutting the cables on the charging stations. They've thrown Molotov cocktails at Teslas or towards the dealers. 1 day ago, vandal strikes Cybertruck. FBI forms task force over rising reports of vandalism. It's now a task force is being put together, like Pappas in Utah, in California for the bank robberies. It's now a hate crime to vandalize Teslas in D.C. A hate crime to vandalize a piece of shit electric car? What? It just goes page after page. Hateful goons scroll swastikas Nazis on Teslas. Oh gosh. No evidence of coordinated vandalism. Oh, it's just one off. Of course it's coordinated by the Not Milk itself. People do exactly what it tells them to do. Let's go down to the second page here. Police investigate. A 38-year-old man found a sticker and a swastika and Musk written on it affixed to the driver's side rear bumper of his Tesla. Well, that's not so bad. Somebody slapped a sticker on. It could be a lot worse, dude. The New York Police Department hate crime unit. Hate crime? I mean, what is that? Is that the purpose of what they're doing here? To turn almost anything into a hate crime? To soften up the definition of hate crime? Let's look more closely at this one. Cybertruck vandalized as owner ate inside Newtown Township, Bucks County restaurant. That's not very far from here. This is my local Action News. Who's that big rotund woman eating my girlfriend's pasta? Sweetie, are you feeling okay? That's your girlfriend. What? That's when he took the wham of Shallow Hal Once a Gal. You can see Rosemary for what she was. And now these the Tesla owners can see what Tesla's really all about. It's about inspiring hate. Now it's like Shallow Hal Once a Gal. Newtown Township, a Tesla Cybertruck was vandalized while the owner ate inside a nearby restaurant on Sunday. Police report. Action News blurred the faces of the video. After one makes a crude gesture to the Cybertruck, the other drags something along the side of the vehicle, leaving behind a mark. A permanent marker? That's wrong. What did John Travolta say in Pulp Fiction? It'd be worth him doing it just for me to catch him doing it. You don't key another man's automobile. There's nothing lower than keying or you don't F with another man's Cybertruck. That's what Tarantino should have put in Pulp Fiction. Back to the headlines for just one more minute. Tesla vandalism lawsuit should be the first of many. The first ever lawsuit against a man caught on video using Sentry mode as he vandalized a Tesla has been filed. Okay, so we have new definitions of hate crime opening up. The Not Milk never has one outcome, guys. We've talked about this. It gets 2, 3, 4, 5 outcomes out of everything it does. It is an evil genius. Now we have a new type of lawsuit being filed, first ever of this type of lawsuit. That courts and the Not Milk love that. Tesla Model 3 vandalized in front of Vista Home. Frustration for a North County Tesla owner after cameras caught a man vandalizing two of his vehicles outside his Vista home. It's bad enough when you got your Ring camera because people coming up and stealing your Amazon packages. They just come right up and put their big fat face in the Ring camera. They don't care. They steal your Amazon. Now the Ring cameras and all this shit are people just sneaking up to F with your Tesla. They're spray painting your Teslas. Again, there are people yelling out the window going, "We're one. I'm one of you. What are you doing this to me for? Go mess with the people with the Trump flags." But they don't mess with those people, do they? Because they got shotgun racks across the back of the pickup truck, do they? They don't mess with those Trumpers. Oh, it's selective, you could say, vandalism, isn't it? I mean, yeah, mess with the people that own Teslas is a real tough group. I'm sure they're packing a Desert Eagles in the damn glove compartment. Mine says Desert Eagle .50. Yours says replica. Those people, that's why they're messing with them, because they know there's no repercussion. A Tesla owner, I'm sorry, is not going to get out of the car and beat your ass. They don't mess with the giant pickup trucks with the big welded Trump flags, do they? 6 Teslas were vandalized in a dealership in Linwood, Washington. A California Tesla dealership. Attorney General calls Tesla arson attacks nothing short, I think he said, domestic terrorism. Okay, one more. Canadians turn on Tesla, and it becomes physical. Canadians, where they get the hockey sticks out. Tesla Cybertruck was severely beaten with Wayne Gretzky signed hockey sticks in a small town outside Toronto, Ontario. Put your hockey sticks back, you Canadian Karens. Worry about your assistant ski instructor that's still in there. Get his weak ass out of there. You got bigger problems with that Trudeau wimp. Look at this, guys. I'm so glad I went and checked. Trudeau's back on the slopes. He's back on the ski slopes. They got a new prime minister just a few weeks ago. This guy's name is Mark Carney, new prime minister of Canada. In the United States, we had a famous comedian called Art Carney. I wonder if this guy will be funnier, but it looks like this is even worse news for Canada, even worse than Trudeau. Let's take a quick look, because, we should at least pretend to be interested in Canadian politics, right? We'll do 1 minute. He's the 24th Prime Minister of Canada, leader of the Liberal Party. That's the same mess, disaster, degenerate party that Trudeau represented. So, okay, not Milk decides on everything. We know that. Free elections, votes. Votes. Not Milk decides on everything. But sometimes you have to talk about things as if they're real. So they put a degenerate from the same party, the same Liberal Party, after the complete mess, which was the Trudeau administration. Assuming you count votes up there, what were you guys thinking? He previously served as the eighth governor of the Bank of Canada. He's a Fed banker as well. Oh no, look, 120th governor of the Bank of England. He's right from what you call the Fed. It couldn't be any worse. Canadians, what the hell were you thinking? Carney was born in Fort Smith, Northwest Territories. No, he wasn't. He was born in the bosom of Satan. Raised in Edmonton, Alberta, he graduated with a bachelor's degree from Harvard, then Oxford, and then a master's degree and a doctorate, various roles at Goldman Sachs. It couldn't possibly get any worse, Canadians. You basically just put in the spawn of Satan. Well, we have Trump. What's the difference? Guys, here's a picture in case any of you listening have an opportunity to recognize him on the street. Maybe ask for his autograph or something like that. It says underneath, Carney speaks on the global economic outlook at the 2013 World Economic Forum panel. I remember this speech. I could almost repeat it verbatim, whatever that means, word for word. He's saying, in 2007 and crisis of 2008, I'm even putting my hands together as I'm doing this. I remember every word. We turned the world economy into a video game. Supply and demand no longer exist. We run everything in the world on a supercomputer. He probably was more eloquent in his speech than what I'm saying. All the central banks are now tied together. There is no independent decisions by the ECB or Bank of Japan. They don't do shit. without the main Fed, or the main not milk bankers saying it will be so. And is anybody? This isn't going out to the public, is it? This is just for us, right? No, this isn't going out to the public. It is going out to the public. Art Carney, we turned the world economy per the cooked up fake crisis of 2008 into a literal video game. Everything is managed in an AI simulation computer. If a big, powerful, rich person thinks they can sway supply and demand, well, we can balance it out with trillions on the other side in less than a quarter of a second. They're even for the price of gold and silver, there is no supply and demand. Through their EFTs and their GLD funds, they can balance out anything they want. They can sink anything they want. This is still Art Carney talking. And the flash, and he's very eloquent, and the flash crash was an announcement of truth that it became a video game. You think it just flash crashed and Verizon lost $22 billion in market cap in a second? No, that was us telling you it's all a video game. Come to think of it, I haven't done the Why the Economic Collapse Never Comes 2025 is coming up very soon, folks. Get ready for a surprise. Actually, after that, let me come back and add this segment, 1 minute or less. I don't think anything's going to happen this year regarding a collapse of the banks or meltdown or anything like that. When it happens, it will be, of course, a cooked up crisis. The person that wrote the Black Swan event book or whatever, they don't have a damn clue as to how things really work. Every crisis is planned, it's managed. The next crisis might be to put in the new digital currency or the end of the dollar. They've kept it going this long. Now, what is it, 30-some trillion of debt? If they've kept it going this long, likely it'll go farther and longer than we think. I've been saying that over and over again for years. But eventually, when they're ready to go to the new currency or whatever it may be, or the collapse is inevitable, they'll make it very, very scary. Sit back, mix a drink, put your feet up, smile, and laugh. It'll all be managed as horrific as it looks on TV. The whole thing will be planned. There'll be looting in the big cities. The banks will be closed for a week or two, implementing the new digital currency. It'll all be done in advance. They'll make it very, very scary. Don't fall for it. Just laugh at it. It will all be a managed event. And miraculously, on the other side, all the big companies will be ready to take the new digital currency, and you'll get digital currency for your dollars. It'll all be all better in 6 months, and they'll make it seem like the world was this close to the end when every bit of it came from Albert Pike. Oh, God. Look at this. I had the courage to click on his website. Meet Mark Carney. Of course, they have to have a hockey picture. Every single Canadian prime minister in some way needs to be involved in some sort of outdoor winter sport. With Trudeau, what was it? An assistant ski instructor. Probably never skied in his life, but they could get away with that. They could build a false past history because, you're just not going to see him on the slopes. He goes privately to Vail and to Aspen. And they were thinking about with Trudeau making him making him an ice skater, like those guys in the tight pants and shit that jump around and they do quads now. Quad. They thought about doing that for Trudeau for his fake backstory regarding outdoor winter sports, because Canadian voters won't accept a leader that doesn't do outdoor winter sports. But then there would be charity events where they'd ask him to come skate, and then he'd be like a fool on the skates and they'd know it was all faked. So they did with Trudeau, assistant ski instructor. Here it was much easier. They got 10 AI image generator programs they can work with, and things that they haven't even given us. Midjourney image generator, Google Gemini image generator, DALL-E, whatever it is. Put Mark Carney on the ice, age 14, 1984. Use late 70s era hockey pads. No helmet. This is all in the text prompts for the image generator for this fake image. No helmet. Make face more handsome and more attractive because he was ugly little kid. Make 70s style haircut. Put smile on face and fake sponsor for uniform. Now print. There you go. Here it is, guys. You cannot make this shit up. I'm talking about the cooked up 2008 financial crisis, and you scroll one more page down on the website and it mentions the 2008 financial crisis. Mark Carney started his career in finance before joining Canada's public service to help ensure our economy supports the things that Canadians value, like healthcare, security, And a life you can afford. What? Have you seen rents in Toronto, sir? Have you tried to buy a pack of cigarettes in Montreal? Have you tried to buy a bag of oranges in downtown Toronto? What are you? It's $400 to go out to eat. What the hell are you talking about? A life you can afford? Are you just those northerners up in the Yukon Territory that cut their own wood and dig their own coal? That's not how most Canadians live anymore. This is all lies. As governor of the Bank of Canada, why do you keep touting that as a positive? That's a negative to most people. It's amazing you even got one vote. Governor of the Bank of Canada in 2008, during the 2008 financial crisis. Mark guided Canada through one of the most turbulent economic periods in modern history. No, he didn't guide anything. It was all managed on a not-milk supercomputer. He just pretended to care, like all the politicians. What are you even talking about? He didn't protecting jobs and helping ensure that Canada came out stronger. He was handed a script. The complexity was too much for one man or one woman. It was all managed on it's some sort of a Whopper War Games supercomputer. The winners and losers like Morgan Stanley and Merrill Lynch and all that, and Bear Stearns to go under, it was all slated beforehand. What are you even talking about? Okay, guys, just one more minute on Mark Carney. We have to at least try to remember the name of the new Canadian Prime Minister. If you ever run into a Canadian at a party or whatever, you want to pretend that you care about Canadian politics. All the Canadians do is focus on the United States. They know what senators are running for re-election. They know what, they just focus. We have to pretend at least it's 1% the other direction. We care a little bit. So Art Carney was in the Honeymooners with Jackie Gleason. He was Ed Norton. And that Art Carney, Mark Carney. Now, you're going to remember Art Carney. Severance, Mark. Remember Patricia Arquette? Mark in Severance, Mark Carney. This way, when you run into a Canadian, just pretend and say, oh yeah, how's that new Prime Minister Art Carney doing? The Canadian will be so thrilled that an American seems to care when we don't. And it appears I already made the mistake. I'm not going to fix it because it's too funny. It's Mark Carney. Don't say to a Canadian Art Carney. I already made the mistake just a few seconds ago. It's Mark Carney from Severance. Mark. Per the opening of this video, of course, this is somebody flipping off a Cybertruck driver. Look at this wuss, this wimp. I mean, I hope he does it to somebody that actually will just park the car and get out and I'm going to beat your ass. I mean, give me a break. Look at this wuss. I mean, I guess they just know that if you drive a Tesla, you ain't that tough. You can just do whatever. You can run up, give the middle finger next to the person driving. Like I said earlier, I guess these people know that Tesla owners aren't packing Desert Eagle .50. That means 50 caliber in the glove compartment. I guess is the risk reward. I don't know that they get off on doing this. I would give me their Tesla Cybertruck. Really, I'll drive it around for a week. See if this guy will attack me. See what happens. And then at the end here, he runs behind a police car. Look, where's the police when you need them? Did you see that? Now, per the way we think, the first thing that comes into my mind is how is this image or video even captured? It's stable. It's shot backwards, per the image of, say, the side mirror passenger camera. Not somebody whip out a cell phone and put it out the window. It would be all over the place. Well, it's a Cybertruck. And it does seem like, from what I saw, I just did a few minutes of research, there are cameras, even though it has a real mirror for the passenger side, there are cameras called side mirror cameras, and maybe it is the Cybertruck records this or loops every 20 minutes, and the person was able to somehow gather up what the camera recorded. And it does make sense that the Cybertruck would have, this sort of feature. But it doesn't matter whether it's real or not. The Not Milk they'll fake many incidents like this. They'll put it out. They'll go viral, and then that will inspire a million people to just mimic the behavior that they saw on the internet. The fake images become very real. So whether this was one of the initial ones to inspire people or it was just somebody that's, again, acting as a sheep that's just copying what they see others doing on the internet, it doesn't matter. To me, it's probably real. This looks like this sort of hand job jerk wuss that would do something like this. And I pray somebody, even an old grandmother, stop the Cybertruck. Just get out in your wheelchair and you know what? Beat his, can even so, I'd be inciting violins and violas. Thanks for listening.